Hello. Just in case anyone starts joining, I am going live ahead of the. Oh, that is. Uber's UU Open Grand Finals. Change. Grand Finals stream is live right now. Yes, that's the right link. Come on, let's go and welcome everyone. I gotta make sure I have the proper stream delay and stuff. Oh, Big Fat Mantis is in the chat. At the moment, I'm just on Smog Tours, waiting, maybe testing a setup here and there. But yeah, we are in here. Get in here for the Grand Finals. And hello to chat. Yeah, this time I'm going to be doing solo commentary, but I'm going to... There's no chat on the YouTube stream. Is that true? I really... You sure? I can chat on my alt. Oh, come on. I bet this is working. Ah, okay, cool. Hello to Icy, the first chatter. I swear I'm not going to be coughing too much. We are going to get started in about 8 or so minutes. And in the meantime, I just want to kind of go over some of the accomplishments of these two players, because honestly, getting to the point where they've gotten to is pretty effing impressive. So here we have the little graphic I made, and so we can kind of go over these players. I picked out teams that were, or Pokemon that were a little kind of typical for these two players. And, Big Fat Mantis has really been using a ton out of Galarian Weezing. Baddie Games, I saw them use Toxapex a bunch of times. These both look like fairly defensive Oh yeah, I'm just at everyone in. Let's go. Let's bring people into the stream. Oh, I didn't know that's what CW meant, but hey, what's up, CW? Yes, I'm absolutely at everyone. Oh my god. People so mad. No Pingosaurs out here. Oh my god, come join the stream. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep deleting that. Come on. This is grand finals. Yes, I start pinging and then people show up. Do I care that I just Fishy wants a shout out? Fishy gets a shout out. That's how that works. But yeah, Batty Games and Big Fat Mantis getting a bunch of great KOs and opponents in the preceding games. Big Fat Mantis getting the knockouts on Temp, on LBN, who showed up a bunch. Yes, exactly. People show up after. Get the KO on Temp, get the KO on LBN. Thunderbug, all shown on the Ubers UU YouTube channel. Batty Games, taking out Nitro, Jawa Barat, Doron. Those two were definitely on the YouTube channel. Fragment, I'm not too aware of Fragment. Nitro, an excellent moderator. Green Cat Kid, yeah, I don't think they've done commentary, but actually, Green Cat Kid is the person who made this logo in the center that you're seeing, the little Palkia symbol. Vlone saying Batty is a fraud. Well, Batty said they would bring some heat. And then the last KO is a player named Big Daddy Addy. Big Fat Mantis with their own list as well. I think we're in a great game. I get the feeling Big Fat Mantis is a little bit favored, but I really don't think there's a clear favorite between these two. If I had to place my prediction, it would totally be Big Fat Mantis, but it's not just me, and it's not just up to me. Oh, Fragments is a 1v1 player. Hell yeah. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, 1v1 is one of those other, maybe not literally unofficial metagames, but another very similar metagame. Also, I want to check with you guys, how's the audio balance? Because I know the music just got a slight bit louder. How it is on your end is a little bit different than how it is on my end. Big Daddy Addy is me. Oh, okay, so if Batty Games beat Vlone Victini, I know what that means. So now the question is, let's see if I can find any of the users. I believe, hi Mantis, good luck, and could you just send me the game when it starts in case I miss it? I'll do my best to keep up, and hopefully it won't be necessary. Yeah, alright, just getting that set up just in case. It would really suck if I missed the game. Alright, audio is good. This game just happens to be going on at the same time as ZU. Oh, that is absolutely dope. We love ZU. Fellow UM players. It's the same circuit. Both players in Ubers UU and ZU get points towards the same challenge and that same unofficial circuit. If you guys ever need to check out where that circuit is, let me just very quickly show you guys. Shrink this down a little bit. In Smogon Forums, go to Tournaments, and then there should be a Circuits somewhere. Come on, there's a circuit somewhere. Oh, great, come on. Circuits. Not circuit tournaments. There we go. Unofficial circuits. And then here we have anything red so the open finals, the 2v2, the ZU, and then Uber's UU is going to be somewhere there as well. So we are going to get started pretty soon. But yeah, if you guys want to see. Now, actually, I have a slight request from you guys. I am going to request that this YouTube stream is a little bit delayed. That's necessary to avoid any sort of like ghosting accusations. So if you guys would be okay, just watch it in YouTube and react with the rest of chat as opposed to jumping in to the live game. I know you can, and I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying don't spoil it for everyone else. All right, so they agreed to start at 4:30 my time, and it is 4:29 my time. So welcome, Gabriel Starkey Simpson. Welcome to Zhao Royale. Welcome to Icy. Welcome to Wi-Fi. Welcome to all the chatters. And welcome to all 19 viewers. Not everyone's chatting. You don't have to, but still, thanks for watching. And if any of you guys aren't, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to put out tons of content. Draft League content is starting to seriously come out this week, thanks in large part to CC. And we're getting into it. And whoa, we've got overlays. We are absolutely gaming. All right, what do we have? We have Deoxys, Speed. We have Dragapult. Ooh, that's something you don't see too often. Putting some good lucks in chat. Maybe switch up the music so it's a little more thematic. Here we go. Whoa, that's loud. Okay, here we go. So let's get back to staring at the teams. What are we doing? Dragapult, Roaring Moon. We've got a very offensive team on Batty's side. We have Arceus Poison, probably Magearna for the defensive core on Mantis' side. Yeah, Great Tusk, of course. But a Deoxys mirror match, or almost mirror match. Deoxys lives a hit? Oh my god, double knockoff, wait a minute. What's going on? Neither of them taunted, neither of them set up spikes. This is wild. Alright, Arc Normal not packing extreme speed. This is going to let Grass come in. Very often, I feel like Gracias is running B set. I mean, it can very easily run defensive, but... Ooh, this one's clearly not doing either of those things. Picks up the kill with Earthquake. So, what's going to be the response at this point? Earthquake probably... Is this Bullet Seed? Or is it just using Grass for the defensive Terra type? Because if this is using Grass, that doesn't help too much. Is this a single strike or a rapid strike? It's the single, it's the dark type. So really, Grass doesn't help that much in this matchup, but... I mean, Grass Judgment could be good versus Lando. Yeah, let's see what the deal is here. Alright, Great Tusk. And then, ooh, we have Booster Speed. Okay. Now, obviously threatening a Rapid Spin, but also something like Ice Spinner or Knockoff could do very nicely here. Except Ice Spinner against the, like, bulkiest defensive mon in the world. That's not going to be doing too much. Oh, no, don't screw up the overlay. Okay. Moon is in, but this Wisp is looking dangerous. Is this Giratina being Force? Oh, right, yeah. you're right. I'm sorry about that Urshifu call. Yeah, maybe it's still water, but this Roaring Moon, now, can it get the one-hit KO with like a knockoff or something? Because that's a... I get the feeling it can't. I get the feeling Gera is that bulky, and this is absolutely worth doing a Terra on Giratina on its own. Yeah, just for this interaction. Yeah, Baddie Games doesn't look like they have a lot of boots on their team, so they're really going to want to spin eventually, but you're going to have to get rid of Giratina before you can spin. Mag switch incoming, maybe. Both players taking a lot of time to think this out. Unless Roaring Moon pulls out an Earthquake, yeah, that would be something. Alright, Landorus comes out. That's a good neutral call. Knocking off the Choice Scarf. Ooh, so it's not going to be able to get the 2-hit KO, but we have Dragon Dance, and the U-turn doesn't kill. Oh, that's huge. What do you do now? Because what do you have? I mean, maybe you just have to pivot back into the Landorus again, but that probably gets KO'd by knockoff at that point, even though there's no item. A boosted Moon again is going to be pretty deadly. Yes, Butter, this is a best of 3. So at the moment they are 0-0, and whoever wins this wins the entire tournament. But now the question is, where is Big Fat Mantis going, and can it navigate around this Roaring Moon? Yeah, I'm just thinking, unless, yeah, because Landorus was the Scarfer, but now that's not an option anymore. Just going to Mag, it can probably live a hit. Yep, not even going to go for anything super damaging. Okay, and Roaring Moon does just get sacked in the face of Magearna. Got a +1. This is probably just kind of a coincidence, you know, nice little bonus of the ability. Probably not any sort of setup Mag. But now this gives another, maybe even a 50-50. Is this Tusk going to Rapid Spin, or is it going to go for big damage on Mag? I feel like either way you can just switch in your Fizdef Tina or your Lando and do quite well. But yeah, which one you go to is maybe a little bit of a mix-up, or maybe you just always go Giratina, because, I mean, Giratina does kind of hard wall Great Tusk. It's also possible that if Baddie goes for the Rapid Spin, Magearna could just pick up the kill here and now. Because Landorus does still have pretty good matchups against like a physical Arceus. So that could give Lando another opportunity to get in and get rocks up again. So yeah, Big Fat Mantis taking a lot of time, probably checking some calcs. Terra Water, the Rapid Spin does come in, and now, oh my god, wait, we are Shift Gear. Oh no, Big Fat Mantis has calced this. I don't know what they've calced, but they've calced. Oh no. Is this calling out Baddie Games doesn't have a grass move? Because that could very well be possible. Magearna could just get a free Calm Mind here, or like an Iron Defense or something. Or maybe Big Fat Mantis, this isn't like a Demon Mag. Maybe this is just like a standard something that's trying to spoof some little more of a offensive deadly set, and then it's gonna, I don't know, let rip a T-Wave or something. Because what do we know this Magearna has? Draining Kiss, right, that is presenting Demon Mag. So Big Fat Mantis doing some more thinking. Baddie seems pretty set as to what they're up to. Yeah, maybe this thing's running Iron Defense, who knows. And then just relying on its ability for some special attack raises. Big Fat Mantis, what are you calculating? Are you calculating like whether you need more boosts to kill Dragapult, or like how you do versus Mewtwo, or you know, you can't rely on crits against this Arceus. Stored power doing 30%. Okay. So you're going to need to boost up a little bit more, but this is not an offensive option. Swords Dance Arceus. Okay. This is scary. Because eventually Lando T can always just switch in on this according to the moveset. Yeah, it's only got room for one more attack. So what would that attack be? I mean, it could be something weird like Bullet Seed, but I think much more likely it's running, I don't know, what else? It could run a Flare Blitz, it could be running, I don't know, a Liquidation or some other physical attack, just an E-Speed maybe? I mean, do you really want to be running E-Speed on this? I mean, I guess you could, but I don't know. Not when Giratina's hanging around there. Yeah, Luigi the God trying to call this last move, and yeah, I think this matters a lot. Pushy calling any Bullet Seeders in chat. We absolutely have Bullet Seeders in chat, but is Big Fat Mantis one of those Bullet Seeders? I kind of doubt it. I'm starting to think this is just E-Speed because they weren't running it on Deoxys, and there it is. Stored power now doing tons of damage, but that's going, unless there's some weird rolls, that's going to pick up the KO. Yep, okay, sack Landorus instead, but you get the attack drop. I don't know, I feel like Landorus was kind of a valuable piece there. You could go straight to Tina, which would make a good bit of sense, but I'm not sure Tina can pick up the kill. I'm not sure E-Speed is that great an idea, though, because Tina... Yeah, what do you have for Tina? Because, I mean, maybe you have Dragapult, but Dragapult either has to get locked into specs, which I guess is okay, or it can be at risk of getting burned with like Dragon Darts or something. So what's Batty's options for getting rid of Tina? I mean, you have Roaring Moon, but that can get burned and it doesn't secure the KO. Maybe Deoxys had like, I don't know. What does Deoxys have? Ice Beam? I mean, maybe. But yeah, I feel like Batty really doesn't have a solid answer for Giratina. Arceus Poison comes in now. Now, obviously, it's afraid of Earthquake. Just going for the special hit. Okay, fair. Just going to get some damage off. Now, yeah, it can secure the KO on this Great Tusk. Big Fat Mantis calling out the fact that Judgment is resisted by Great Tusk and still managed to do 41%. Tusk Headlong Rush crits the Magearna, going down. Whew. Urshifu comes out, gonna clean up, doesn't secure the kill, but does get a Trailblaze. Headlong Rush not doing 50%, just barely, but that lets Urshifu get another Trailblaze. So wait a minute, is it outrunning even like a Scarf Mewtwo at this point? No way a Scarf Mewtwo, but it could be outrunning basically anything Batty Games is throwing out here. Is Urshifu going to just clean up this game? I mean, wait, is Arceus Grass... Yeah, Arceus Grass is injured. It has E-Speed, but if Urshifu doesn't die to the E-Speed... Yeah, here we go. Can Arceus pick up that kill? No, it doesn't. Oh no, Wicked blows in. Batty Games calling GG. Whew. Urshifu picking up win numero uno. It is 1-0 for Big Fat Mantis. Oh my gosh. That was not the ending I expected. Alright, so now we wait for game 2. That was crazy. Whew. So, yeah, I feel like a big thing was that there was not an answer for Giratina out there. So what are we doing for game 2? So let's wait for this to get started. If Urshifu has 1,000 fans, I am not one of them. Pushi calling out, is Urshifu washed? Is Urshifu mid? Batty Games, Big Fat Mantis putting in another good luck. Except they can't see it, so let's just get straight into the overlay. It is now 1-0 in Big Fat Mantis's favor, and they have brought Trick Room. Oh, let's go. Batty Games bringing a Webs team with Gholdengo and maybe even Defiant Annihilate here. Trick Room has a very good matchup into Webs, which feels a little bit obvious. Or, well, okay, wait, let's think about this for a second. I see Hoopa, I see Slowking Galar, I see Arceus fighting. That's not necessarily a Trick Room team. Maybe I was just getting ahead of myself. Now, there's obviously Sticky Webs on Batty's side. Galvantula, really some Pokemon where I feel like you can memorize a lot of lines of like, okay, this is what you do against a Lando lead. This is what you do against a Tusk lead or a Deoxys lead. It's there's really a lot of depth there. And yeah, this is kind of standard Energy Ball going off against Lando. It'll pivot, but what is it pivoting to? Hoopa has obviously great special defense, but that 4x weakness to Bug, it's kind of a gamble whether Galvantula actually has Bug Stab. Because typically it's running like Thunder, Sticky Web, Energy Ball, and then do you go Bug Buzz? Do you go Volt Switch? Do you go like Thunder Wave? So if there's Bug Stab, then Hoopa is really not what you want to bring in. But if there's no Bug Stab, then you absolutely could bring it in and just kind of sit on Galvantula and force a switch to something else. Looking at this team, so obviously Arceus Fighting is really the surprise here. Often running like Fighting Ghost coverage. That's something I really started to like at the end of the Necrozma meta. But so that's probably special. Mewtwo's probably special. Probably means we have a physical Hoopa, but it can run both. T-Wave going off on Slowking, that's really doesn't really matter. Obviously Paralysis suck to have, but the Slowking are a little bit afraid of having to eat an entire Deoxys knockoff. I'm not sure it can do that too well here. But what do you send out instead? I mean, actually, you could go Magearna, or maybe you could go to Arceus Fighting and pop a Terra early. Eject Pack Hoopa gets immediately forced out due to Webs. Pushi calling the deepest cuts of the lore. Urshifu, the C-tier god, other people are calling. Well, Urshifu picked up an entire Grand Finals game, so maybe check yourselves. Alright, but what is this Slowking gonna do? Is it going to risk the Deoxys knockoff, or are we going to see a hard switch out? I don't know, maybe to Lando even? Nope, it just eats it. Is it gonna chilly out? No, going for damage on the Deoxys. Sludge Bomb doing great damage, doesn't get the KO. Deoxys normal does in fact have a tiny amount of bulk. Also doesn't get the poisons. That could have been a one-hit KO with the Sludge Bomb poison. Lead or I shouldn't say it's not a lead just because it has setup. But ooh, Rocky Helmet. That's fun. But now Lando is really... Wow, Big Fat Mantis has a lot of hazards to deal with now. Actually, neither team has any sort of hazard removal, and in fact, Batty even has that Gholdengo. So, I mean, webs are staying up, which is going to be great. And if Lando was really the big FizzDef check, then Zacian's starting to look a little bit scary. Yeah, because Zacian only really now has to contend with Magearna. Alright, Annihilate coming in, so you do not U-turn on this Annihilate, right? Okay, yes, you taunt it. Then you have to hard switch out to something, but this looks like a great situation for Annihilate immediately. So, where are we going? To the 23 people watching, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in the meantime. Remember to leave a like, to sub. You know, we're always trying to be on that grind. People complaining about there's not enough activity in Ubers UU. You like the video, you sub, you watch, viewership goes up, and we get more people into the scene. All right, but now Big Fat Mantis, thinking a lot, eventually settles to Magearna, which, I don't know, to me seemed like a pretty obvious play, but maybe there was a lot going on under the hood. Easy switch to Gholdengo for baddie, absorbing the T-Wave. Gholdengo doing quite good into Magearna, except this could be the place where Hoopa comes in, because we know that Deoxys is not mixed. All right, what are we doing? Right, easy Volt switch. And now this is Big Fat Mantis' chance to go on the offensive. I mean, I'm rooting for some Hoopa action, but we have some options. Maybe Arceus fighting, maybe even a Mewtwo, depending on the set. All right, Hoopa in. It is not eject pack, as Pushy was talking about. It is not heavy duty boots. So what is it planning? Because, I mean, Hoopa can run Trick Room. I mean, I am always thinking about, you know, Trick Room and stuff like that. But it does technically have options. Arceus Poison coming in, Hyper Spit. Woohoo! Oh my god, that's huge damage. Maybe that's banded. I really, wow. We're Hoopa Gaming. Obviously you don't want to stay in on this because that'll just sack your Hoopa and you can bring it. I mean, you really only need your Hoopa for Gholdengo here, but having it in for Gholdengo is pretty nice. Yeah, people in chat calling that has to be banded damage. Oh, and Rocky Helmet again, punishing the extreme speed. Big Fat Mantis is up 6-0 or 6-3 in game 2. This is the only game Big Fat Mantis needs. They can clean it up right now and win the finals, but your physical wall is weak. It's at 16%. Magearna at 62%. Intimidate, you gotta pivot for that. I'm not even sure there's enough time for that. Zacian looks scary. Zacian looks so scary right now. You know, if Big Fat Mantis can clean, they can clean, but who knows what they can actually do. Yes, you're right. It's not over yet, Pajumas. Yeah, you know, I'm still figuring out how to say the right words. And yes, this is far from over. What is Big Fat Mantis gonna do? Gonna stay in on a U-turn? Yep, okay. Pivoting to Slowking. Okay, there could be a very important paralysis here. If Zacian Terra grounds, then Big Fat Mantis is in extreme trouble. Switching back to Lando. Okay, for the Intim pivots. Yup, getting the ground Terra. Ooh, that was kind of a best case scenario. But now to Zacian, you could just Sword Stance up again. Oh, Earthquake goes off. Does this Arceus have extreme speed? That's the next question, because otherwise Zacian could just secure 5 KOs right now after this first one. Oh, so what's Mantis's counterplay? I feel like you have to have some sort of counterplay, but I mean, your counterplay was Landorus, and that's gone. And, you know, maybe your backup was Magearna. Yeah, has Terra been popped? Terra has not been popped on Mantis's side. Now, last time we saw a Terra Water Mag, Arceus probably running Terra Ghost. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know what Arceus fighting runs, because, I mean, I ran it with Shadow Ball, Judgment, Calm Mind, but I am as far away in player skill as you can get from these two in the UberZooU Open Grand Finals. Counterplay is a 10% miss. That is absolutely true. Yeah, alright, Slowking. Maybe Slowking's gonna Terra. Is this a FizzDef Slowking? Can it live a single hit? I feel like this really reads like a sack, except for the fact that sacking wouldn't accomplish anything here. Yeah, because you're just gonna Terra Blast ground. Unless there's... I don't know what the idea about... What? No! Sorry about that. The coughing. Batty Games overpredicted! Was that a throw? I really don't want to call that a throw, because I feel like there must have been something else going on. But what? Clicking Play Rough on the anticipation of like a Terra flying, I guess? Just trying to spoof something? And now it is... Now this is Big Fat Mantis's game to throw. Gholdengo looking like it has to solo the world. Yeah, that was an amazing play on Mantis's side, but oh my gosh, getting a Play Rough clicked even when a Terra Blast ground was right in front of you. Oh, that was, whew, that was the moment. Yeah, Mewtwo's terrifying now. Arceus goes, you know, Arceus with Shadow Ball is terrifying. Gholdengo still may have the speed. You know, webs can come in handy here. But I mean, if the Mewtwo isn't running boots, it's probably running friggin' like Scarf or something. So the speed is not even guaranteed if it does get the speed drop. Yeah, people talking about it depends on the Mewtwo. Whew, it depends on a lot of things. But yeah, I think the Mewtwo is important. People rooting, it is not Boots Mewtwo. Okay, wait a minute. Game 3 still has potential. But even if, I mean, I feel like the Arceus would have showed up against Zacian if it was E-Speed, but it didn't, which means it's probably, you know, Judgment Shadow Ball or something like that, fighting move, ghost move, and that's not good against Batty's team. Yeah, it can just sit there, it doesn't even have to Terra, and it's got a couple Shadow Balls in. Rage Fist is not powered up at all. Shadow Ball going in faster than the Gholdengo, making it rain, is not gonna pick up the KO. Oh no. Yeah, and what do you do against Shadow Ball here? Yeah, this is probably a Scarf to... Yup. Woo! Annihilate coming in. Gonna Drain Punch. Wait a minute. Annihilate is faster? Is this Annihilate? Am I missing something? Is this Annihilate? No, this Annihilate can't be. So that Mewtwo wasn't Scarfed. Or maybe just Annihilate's a little bit faster. But yeah, that... Wait a minute. It has Rest. It's Chesto Resto? Oh! It lives. It lives. I mean, I'm not sure it matters, but oh my god, it lives. Yup, GGs are being called. Annihilate is down. Baddie Games has lost. Big Fat Mantis conquering the Ubers UU Open Tournament. So many great players in the way. Excellently played to Big Fat Mantis, keeping Slowking Galar in on Zacian, presenting anything and getting in Baddie Games' head. No, I'm not going to click the guaranteed kill. Woo. Well, congrats to both players, but of course, especially to Big Fat Mantis. I'm going to try to set up another YouTube video kind of highlighting Big Fat Mantis's journey and hopefully get an interview with them. But incredibly well played to both players. Thank you guys for tuning in. One more time, give the channel a like, give it a subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys next time.